Today we will discuss physical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Okay, here first we'll see the physical state. Okay, boiling point and melting points. Solubility. We'll discuss these three physical properties: physical state, boiling points and melting points, solubility of aldehydes and ketones. Physical state. Okay, first aldehyde, formaldehyde, that is we call as methanol. Methanol present in a gaseous state. Okay, ethanol volatile liquid. Remaining all aldehydes, okay, maybe liquids or maybe solids at room temperature. Okay, acetone is volatile liquid. It is used as a nail paint remover. Remaining all ketones are liquids or solids at room temperature. This is about the physical state of aldehydes and ketones. Next, boiling points and melting points. Okay, here when we are compare the boiling points of aldehydes and ketones with the hydrocarbons, concerned hydrocarbons. Okay, when we are comparing the boiling points of aldehydes and ketones, okay, here concerned hydrocarbons, these aldehydes and ketones are having more boiling points and melting points. Due to here, this is the hydrocarbon part. Suppose for example it is a methane. Suppose for example here formaldehyde is there or ketone. Okay, formaldehyde. In formaldehyde here we have carbon. Already I explained. Okay, when we saw the nature of the C double bond O group. Here carbon gets positive group. Here oxygen gets negative, partially negative, partially positive, partially negative. Okay, here C double bond O, and here also one more aldehyde functional group. Here plus, here negative charge. Okay, here positive with the negative, negative with the positive. Okay, positive with the negative, negative with the positive. Okay, here C double bond O functional group. Here positive, negative. Here it is a one dipole molecule. It is a one dipole molecule. It is a one dipole molecule. It is also one dipole molecule. Due to the dipole attraction forces. Due to these dipole attraction forces. Okay, here aldehydes and ketones are having more boiling points and melting points than concerned hydrocarbons. And here compared with the alcohols. Alcohols are having more boiling points than aldehydes and ketones due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding between two alcohols. Okay, intermolecular hydrogen bonding having more strength than the dipole attraction forces. Having more dipole attraction forces. Okay, this is about the boiling points and melting points of the aldehydes and ketones. Solubility. Okay, here this C double bond O functional group, it is a polar functional group. That means carbon gets positive here, partially positive. Okay, oxygen gets partially negative. Always, okay, partial positive and partial negative. Due to this, okay, it acts as a polar group. This polar group, okay, here this polar group completely soluble in polar solvents. Or okay, C double bond O functional group is there. This C double bond O functional group forms hydrogen bonding with the intermolecular hydrogen bonding with the water molecule. Okay, due to this intermolecular hydrogen bonding present between C double bond O functional group and water, okay, most of the aldehydes and ketones, that means lower aldehydes and ketones are completely soluble in water, but not the higher. Okay, lower aldehydes and ketones are completely soluble in water, but not the higher. Okay, this is about the physical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Then we will see the chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Already I explained when we saw the structure of aldehydes and ketones. Okay, here aldehydes and ketones are carbonyl compounds mainly involves in nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, here we'll discuss different nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction means the addition reaction which initiated by the nucleophile we called as nucleophilic addition reaction. The addition reaction which initiated by nucleophile we called as nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, here we'll see some important nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, so many nucleophilic addition reactions are there. Okay, nucleophilic addition reactions. Okay, first one, addition with hydrogen cyanide. Okay, this is the important one. Okay, always will come in examination for the 3 marks. Okay, hydrogen cyanide. Here I am taking R C double bond O R dash. R dash is equal to, if R dash is hydrogen, that may be aldehyde. Okay, if R dash is R, that means alkyl group. R dash is R, alkyl group. Okay, it may be ketone. Okay, here I am taking carbonyl compound. Reaction will take place here only. Okay, there is no disturbance in 2 alkyl groups. Here reaction will take place as C double bond O group. Okay, here it is addition with HCN in the presence of base. In the presence of any base, what happened? We'll get the cyanohydrines. Here we'll get cyanohydrines. Okay, if we'll take aldehyde, we'll get the aldehyde cyanohydrine. Okay, if we'll take ketone, we'll get the ketone cyanohydrines. Cyanohydrine means which have the molecule which have cyanide and OH function group we called as cyanohydrine. See the mechanism for this reaction. Okay, first step, hydrogen cyanide. Okay, in the presence of base, okay, releases nucleophile Cn minus and form the water. This Cn minus we called as nucleophile. Cn minus we called as nucleophile. Okay, second step, okay, R C double bond O R dash. Okay, here carbon oxygen electrons are transferred towards. Okay, carbon oxygen electron transferred towards oxygen when nucleophile attacked carbon. When nucleophile attacked carbon. Okay, what happened here? R Cn, okay, O minus R dash. We'll get the intermediate. This intermediate reacts with water and forms cyanohydrine. And we'll get back the reagent. This is the one addition reaction with mechanism. Addition with hydrogen cyanide. Okay, here ketone addition with ketone or aldehyde addition with HCN hydrogen cyanide in the presence of base form the cyanohydrines. Okay, it involves in following steps. See the mechanism. Okay, hydrogen cyanide in the presence of base, it forms nucleophile. This is a cyanide nucleophile. This cyanide attacks it carbonyl carbon. Already I said, okay, it is a electrophilic carbon. That means always it has positive charge. Okay, always it carries positive charge. Okay, here attacks it carbon and electrons are transferred towards oxygen and form the intermediate. This intermediate undergoes hydrolysis or in the presence of water and form the cyanohydrine. This is the fun nucleophilic addition reaction. First nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, then we'll see the one more addition reaction. Addition with sodium bisulfite. What is the formula of sodium bisulfite? NaHSO3. Okay, we call it as sodium bisulfite. Addition with sodium bisulfite. Addition with sodium bisulfite. Second nucleophilic addition reaction, addition with NaHSO3, sodium bisulfite. Okay, here I am taking R C double bond O R dash. Okay, if R dash is a hydrogen, it is aldehyde. If R dash is R, it is a ketone. it addition with NaHSO3. Okay, this NaHSO3, okay, forms as, okay, here Na plus and HSO3 minus, HSO3 minus, release as like this. Okay, here Na plus in the presence of base, okay, these electrons are transferred towards oxygen. Oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. Negative charge reacts with positive, positive reacts with negative. And what happens? R, C, O, Na, and here SO3, H, and here R dash. Okay, at room temperature. Okay, at room temperature, proton transfers. Proton shift from, okay, here SO3H group to, okay, ONA. Na shift to here, H shift to here. These groups, two groups are shift from each other. Okay, here R, C, OH, SO3, Na, R dash. We called as, this molecule we called as aldehyde sodium bisulfite or ketone sodium bisulfite, okay, addition product. Okay, and always we called as addition product or adduct. We called as adduct, addition product. Addition product simply called as adduct. You will take last 3 letters, first 3 letters of this one, we will get the adduct. Addition product simply we called as adduct. Okay, this is the addition with sodium bisulfite. Okay, third one, addition with Grignard reagent. Already we saw this addition with Grignard reagent in first PUC and also preparation of alcohols. Okay, here we will get the alcohols when aldehyde or ketone addition with the Grignard reagent. Okay, here first I am taking aldehyde. Okay, for example, you take formaldehyde. Okay, formaldehyde addition with the Grignard reagent. RMGX we call as Grignard reagent. In the presence of base, this electron transfer from carbon to oxygen. Oxygen gets negative, carbon gets positive. Here, carbon more electronegative than magnesium, so carbon gets negative, magnesium gets positive. Negative reacts with positive, positive reacts with negative and forms, sorry, here H, okay, OMGX, and here R, here H. Okay, in the presence of water, okay, what happened here? R, CH2, OH. Primary alcohols are formed along with the primary alcohol MgH, OH. Magnesium halohydroxide was formed. Primary alcohols are formed when formaldehyde, aldehydes are addition with the, okay, Grignard reagent. Okay, ketone. I am taking one acetone. When acetone addition with the Grignard reagent, or MgX, okay, in the presence of base, same reaction will observe, okay, and forms COMGX, R, and here R. Okay, here it involves in hydrolysis and form the, here R, OH, along with the magnesium halohydride. Form the tertiary alcohols. Here we will get the tertiary alcohols. Already we saw this reaction in second chapter. Okay, here I am taking acetaldehyde. When acetaldehyde addition with the Grignard reagent, okay, in the presence of base, what happened? Negative, here electrons are transferred, negative, positive. Here R gets negative, magnesium gets positive, negative reacts with positive, positive reacts with negative, and forms intermediate R, sorry, here I am taking CH3. Here I am taking CH3, C, OH, here R, OMGX, H. And in the presence of water, it forms CH3, CH, R, here OH. Will get the secondary alcohols. Here we'll get the secondary alcohols. Okay, when formaldehyde addition with Grignard reagent forms the primary alcohols, when ketones, any ketone, I took it here acetone, any ketone addition with the Grignard reagent form the tertiary alcohol. For acetaldehyde addition with the Grignard reagent form the secondary alcohols. Okay, this is about the addition with sodium bisulfite and addition with the Grignard reagent. Okay, in continuation we'll see the some more nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, addition with alcohols. When Grignard reagent, when aldehyde or ketone addition with the alcohol first form the hemiacetals, finally forms acetols. Okay, see those. Addition with alcohols. Okay, here I am taking RC double bond O R dash. If R dash is H, that may be called as aldehyde. R dash is alkyl group, we call as ketone. It is addition with alcohol, ROH. Okay, ROH. Alcohol. Okay, here alcohol divided like this, RO minus and H plus, it form alkoxide. Okay, it also involves in addition reaction at room temperature. Okay, our nucleophilic addition reaction, here RO minus attacked here, then these electrons are transferred towards oxygen and forms R. Okay, here C and here OH, and here I am writing in different way. Okay, here R. Okay, here this is R dash, OH and OR. This we called as hemiacetal. This hemiacetal undergoes again nucleophilic addition reaction with alcohol. And here what happened? Here OH and here H. It loses water molecule and forms R dash, here OR and here OR. Okay, this we called as acetol. Okay, finally we get the acetol. This is the addition with alcohol. When aldehyde or ketone addition with the alcohol, okay, first forms hemiacetal, finally it reacts with one more alcohol molecule, form the acetol. Okay, here we have one simple example. Here I am taking a stone. Acetone addition with ethylene glycol. This we called as ethylene glycol. Okay, if two white functional groups are presented, two adjacent carbons, we called as glycols. Okay, at room temperature, okay, it loses the water molecule like this. At room temperature, it loses the water molecule like this and forms, okay, here CH3, C, and here CH3, O, here O, and here CH2, and here CH2. We'll get this molecule. The name of this molecule is, this is the acetone form, this is the ethylene glyoxal form. Okay, this we called as ethylene glyoxal ketone. We called as ethylene glyoxal ketone. This is the one, okay, addition product, ethylene glyoxal, condensed product, ethylene glyoxal ketone. This is about the addition with alcohols. Okay. In continuation, we'll see the addition with or condensation with the ammonia and ammonia products. Okay, first we'll see the condensation with reaction with ammonia, condensation addition with the ammonia, Ammonia released as NH2 minus and H plus, it is formed as, it is dissociates as NH2 minus and H plus when it involves in addition reaction with this one. Okay, this is aldehyde or ketone. Okay, here ammonia. Ammonia may be written like this. Okay, in the presence of base. What happens? Here H plus, these electrons transfer. Oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. Negative reacts with positive, positive reacts with negative. And here R dash. Okay, hydroxyl amines are formed. Hydroxyl amines are formed. Here we'll get the hydroxyl amines. And in continuation we'll see the reaction with ammonia derivatives. This is the ammonia derivatives. We'll see the reaction with ammonia derivative. What are the ammonia derivatives are present in our chemistry? So many ammonia derivatives are there. Okay, one is amines. Amines are ammonia derivatives. Okay, primary amines, either secondary amines or tertiary amines. Okay, and hydroxylamine, hydrazine, phenylhydrazine, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, and semicarbazide. Okay, first one, amines. It may be primary, secondary, tertiary. All are the ammonia derivatives. Next, hydroxylamine. Okay, it is also one of the derivative of ammonia. Hydrazine, phenylhydrazine, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, semicarbazide. All these are the best. All these are the derivatives of ammonia. Okay, here I am writing reaction with derivatives of ammonia. Derivatives of ammonia. Okay, so many derivatives are there. Okay, already I discussed. One is amines. Here I am taking primary amines. Okay, and here hydroxylamine, hydrazine, phenylhydrazine. Okay, 2,4-DNPH, 2,4-DNPH, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, semicarbazide. These are the derivatives of ammonia. When aldehyde or ketone, okay, addition with or reaction with this, will get the concerned products. Okay, first one I am taking primary amines. Reaction with primary amine. Reaction with primary amine. Primary amine or NH2 we called as primary amine. Here I am taking aldehyde or ketone. Okay, common R dash is a H aldehyde, R dash is alkyl group, we called as ketone. Okay, this is the aldehyde or ketone. It is reacts with primary amine. R NH2 we called as primary amine. Okay, R NH2 we called as primary amine. Okay, it involves in condensation. Okay, and lose the water molecule like this, H2O, water molecule, and forms R, C, double bond. Okay, R dash here. Okay, N, R. These we called as imines. These imines are oxides, or these imines are considered as Schiff's base. These are simply we considered as Schiff's base. Schiff's base will get the, when addition, how will get the Schiff's base? When aldehyde or ketone addition with the amines will get the imines. Imines are simply we considered as a Schiff's base. Okay, this is the reaction with primary amine. Then reaction with hydroxylamines. What is the meaning of hydroxylamine? NH2OH. NH2OH we called as hydroxylamine. Okay, when aldehyde or ketone addition with the condensation with the hydroxylamine forms the oxides. Okay, here I am taking aldehyde or ketone, R dash. Okay, addition with the hydroxylamine. This is the hydroxylamine. It just heat. What happens? It loses the water molecule. Forms R, C, R dash here. Double bond, NOH. This we called as oxime. This we called as oxime. Suppose for example, I am taking acetaldehyde. C double bond O, H. Okay, addition with the or condensation with, here I am taking condensation with the, okay, hydroxylamine forms acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde. This we called as acetaldehyde. Okay, here concerned, if you use acetone, we'll get the acetone oxide. Acetone oxide. We called as acetone oxide. This we called as acetone. If you take benzaldehyde, okay, benzaldehyde, formaldehyde, oxide, any propanaldehyde, propanaldehyde, we'll get the different oxides. Then these hydroxylamine condensation with the hydroxylamine condensation with the aldehyde or ketones. Okay, this is the next in continuation, addition with the hydrazine. What is the hydrazine? NH2 we called as hydrazine. NH2 we called as hydrazine. Okay, reaction with hydrazine. What is the hydrazine? NH2 we called as hydrazine. Okay, then aldehyde or ketone. Aldehyde or ketone. Okay, condensation with hydrazine. Okay, at room temperature. Lose water molecule like this and forms R, C double bond, R dash, NH2. These we called as hydrozones. Concerned hydrozones. If you take acetaldehyde, hydrozones. If you take formaldehyde, we'll get the formaldehyde hydrozone. If you take acetaldehyde, we'll get the acetaldehyde hydrozone. If you take acetone, we'll get the acetone hydrozones. Common, okay, common reaction. And here reaction with phenylhydrazine. Reaction with phenylhydrazine. Phenylhydrazine means, okay, here R dash, I am taking phenylhydrazine, R dash, okay, here NH2, NH, phenyl group. This is we called as phenylhydrazine. Same reaction. When aldehyde or ketone, okay, condensation with phenylhydrazine forms the phenylhydrozones. Phenylhydrozones at room temperature. R dash, okay, here NH2, phenylhydrozones. We'll get the phenylhydrozones. Suppose for example, here I am taking acetaldehyde and acetone. Okay, addition with phenylhydrazine. Here also addition with phenylhydrazine. Then what happen? Here we'll get CH3, H2O, lose water molecule, CH3, CH, double bond, NH. That means, what is this? When acetaldehyde condensation with the phenylhydrazine forms acetaldehyde phenylhydrazine. Okay, here acetone condensation with phenylhydrazine forms acetone phenylhydrazine. This is acetone phenylhydrazine. Okay, if you take benzaldehyde, they forms the benzaldehyde phenylhydrazine. Okay, formaldehyde phenylhydrazine, we'll get the concerned phenylhydrazones. Concerned phenylhydrazones. Next, reaction with 2,4-DNPH, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. This test, actual color of 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine is yellow color. When it is reacts with carbonyl compound, form the 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. The color of that one 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone is orange red color. Okay, that means this test is used for the identification of carbonyl compounds. Identification of carbonyl compounds. To reaction with 2,4-DNPH, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. This is used for the identification of identification of carbonyl compound and distinguish of carbonyl compound from other molecules. Okay, here I am taking aldehyde or ketone. It is addition with 2,4-DNP. This is the hydrazine part. This is the phenyl part. At second position NO2, and here fourth position NO2. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Okay, here H2O. At room temperature it loses the water, and here O dash N NH NO2 and NO2. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazones. Concerned 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazones were formed. Okay, this is orange red color precipitate, or sometimes we call it as yellow color precipitate. Okay, when aldehyde or ketone reacts with 2,4-DNPH, we will get the yellow color precipitate or orange red color precipitate. Okay, so this test is used for the identification of carbonyl compound. That means aldehydes or ketones. If you take any here from any aldehyde or any ketone, okay, we'll get the 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazones. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazones. Okay, next in continuation, suppose for example I am taking one example. I am taking acetaldehyde. When acetaldehyde addition with the 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Okay, it loses the water. What happened? H2O here, CH3, C double bond N, NH. Okay, here NO2, here NO2, and here H. This we call as 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Acetaldehyde 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Okay, then in continuation we'll see the last reaction of derivative of ammonia, reaction with semicarbazide. Semicarbazide. Here also same, in aldehyde or ketone addition with the semicarbazide form the semicarbazones. Semicarbazones. Here I am taking only one reaction. R dash double bond O. Semicarbazide. This is the semicarbazide. It is a amine derivative of urea. Okay, it is a urea part. Okay, it is amine derivative. Amine derivative of urea we called as semicarbazide. It also undergoes condensation. What happen? We'll get R dash C double bond N NH C double bond O NH2. This we called as semicarbazone. Semicarbazone. When aldehyde or ketone condensation with the semicarbazide, will get semicarbazones. Okay, if you use acetaldehyde, you'll get the acetaldehyde semicarbazone, benzaldehyde semicarbazone, formaldehyde semicarbazone, acetone semicarbazone, acetophenone semicarbazone. We'll get the different semicarbazones. Okay, this is the reaction with the ammonia and derivatives of ammonia. These are the some of the Okay, nucleophilic addition reaction and condensation reactions of aldehydes and ketone. Okay, in continuation we'll discuss oxidation, reduction and special reactions of aldehydes and ketones in continuation. Thank you.